Shiunji family is finally out, and with how much I've been farming it, I might as well deliver on that review to alleviate my channel a bit. One episode in and this shit's already 10 times better than Rent a Girlfriend. I'm looking forward to seeing where this Winsa's bait show ends up going. Enough of my yapping, this review is way long overdue, so let's get right into it. Before that, for those of you that might be unaware of what this show is about, there's 7 siblings in the Shiunji family: Arata, Shion, Oka, Seiha, Minami, Kotono, and Banri. At least I think that's all 7. All you really need to know is on the youngest sibling Kotono's 15th birthday, their father had a little surprise for them. Before we all wish Kotono a happy birthday, I have something to tell you all. You're all adopted, meaning you can technically fuck now. Nani? Ariene! Sonna baka na! The siblings thought to themselves, absolutely flabbergasted by the cold hard truth that they weren't blood related the entire time, aside from Minami and Shion. And that incest might just be okay after all. While at the same time, everyone was conflicted on where their relationship should and will go from here. I might as well get her out of the way because she's the most memorable for me so far. The show labeled her a quote-unquote must protect, but I think the one who needs protection is Arata. From how thirsty this bitch is for him. Throughout the entire episode, or at least most of it, she was gushing for this man. They mentioned at the start of the episode about some incident with Arata and Kotono, and then it's later mentioned she apparently told him she liked him. No clue what's going on with that, but they'll probably get back to it at some point. All that told us was she's a day 1 simp, skis him harder than any of the other siblings do. I still can't believe she was bold enough to make those moves on him in the bathroom. Absolutely down tremendous. Other than all those shenanigans, all we've learned of her character so far is she's a pretty reserved girl. I guess she's like the Miku of this show. And was used as an excuse for the dad to tell the family they're adopted, which is kinda fucked up. Also that she's cute, I guess. But hey, it's usually the reserved ones that are the absolute beasts in bed. Oka. What is there to even say about her? She's voiced by the GOAT, Rie Takahashi, which by default makes her better and more notable than if she were played by anyone else. I also like the fact that this might be Rie's first real tsundere role. Wait, no, actually I lied. I just remembered she played Alina in Guild Receptionist last season. Either way, I'm looking forward to seeing how peak her voice acting is going to be with this character. Okay, Rieri glaze aside, Oka is very bratty, and I think she needs some correction.
20 spankings.
She's just a tsundere character so far, but a tsundere who doesn't actually realize her feelings yet. I guess she's the Nino of the sisters, but way less extreme. Because Nino was not fucking around at the beginning of QQ. Pretty much the only similarities they have as of now is just both are pink hair and tsundere. And as I said with Seiha, a lot of the girls are just one-dimensional so far. I have no idea if they're gonna get any better as the show proceeds or even later in the story. Who knows? This is Reiji Miyajima we're talking about. I don't remember enough of Rent a Girlfriend to speak on how good or bad his character writing is. But apparently from what I've been hearing, it hasn't been that good in Rent a Girlfriend. Only time will tell how her character development goes from here. What can I say besides she's the hottest character of the show? I can tell the animators are down tremendous for her, considering how much effort they put into her booba mechanics. She's the Ichika Nakano of this show. Their personalities feel pretty similar from what I remember. It's also nice to see she's an Onesan character voiced by Chika Anzai. Absolutely no disrespect to Hana Kanazawa, she's great. But there's something hotter from hearing an Onesan character from Chisato's VA. I'm just hoping Banri stays chill and doesn't turn into a snake like a certain someone later on. Although she does already seem kinda sus as she was hiding something when asked about knowing anything related to the adoptions. Seiha is just a walk-in definition of nerd, and actually, in my trailer reactions for this I kinda just assumed she would be the Itsuki of this cast. Can't say I'm entirely sure about that yet. Maybe she is, but a smarter version, but not really I guess. I don't know, I just didn't really expect her to be a walk-in encyclopedia. Episode 1 didn't really tell me much of her besides that and her having dry humor, I guess. But in episode 2, she just happened to stalk Arata and Kotono in the bathroom, and then started having a discussion about the possibility of sexual relationships between the siblings. We all know she's trying to fuck. She just has yet to realize that. I think I'm gonna need more moments with her to get a better understanding of her character and personality. Because so far she feels kinda one-dimensional. Maybe I could just be dumb, but most of her character is just as I described with my metaphor of her being a walk-in encyclopedia. Minami is just like Shion, very cool and nonchalant. Okay, maybe not completely nonchalant as she's a highly energetic person. She's pretty much quite literally the Yotsuba of the family, pretty athletic but dumb, aside from the cheerfulness. If anything, I do have one gripe with her. What the fuck is that hairstyle? Her hair kind of looks like a leaf. What the fuck was Reiji cooking when he was coming up with these designs? Might as well spike her hair up a bit to make her look like a shonen protagonist while you're at it. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about her. Besides, she's probably the best sister aside from Banri so far. Also, she apparently has fangirls at school because of some ikemen look she did once. Not really important. Just thought I might as well put it out there as a fun fact, I guess. But I'm looking forward to seeing how she develops as a character, as well as where her feelings for Arata will go. Shion is the absolute gigachad ikemen nonchalant guy of the family. Bro already has a girl. Meanwhile, Arata has to settle for the Wincest route. Womp womp. Now, I'm just assuming this. I don't know if it's actually true or not, since it was mentioned that he and Minami are actual twins. Could that possibly mean he's the biological son of the dad? Would make him an even greater character if he is. Either way, I think he's the coolest character of the show so far. Looking forward to seeing more screen time with him. Honestly, I kind of pity Arata. Bro has been put through so much in one episode. Getting mocked by his sisters, the girl he likes being already taken before he could even get close to her, to having to swallow the hard pill that he's not actually blood related to his sisters. And then you just have Kotono being down tremendous for him, pushing her feelings onto him. But especially the fact he can't get a normal girlfriend, and has to settle for his quote-unquote siblings, who he grew up with since he was an infant. This motherfucker Reiji has done him so dirty, all for the sake of writing an incest plot that screams bitchless. But hey, at least Arata has Banri, just saying. On the topic of having to settle with siblings, this was very prevalent throughout episode 2. It was kind of annoying how much he kept denying the possibility of anything happening between his relationship with his sisters, because we all know this just raises even more flags on what the turn of events will be. With Kotono making moves on him again, reinforcing upon her feelings for him, and the entire interaction with Seiha discussing the possibilities of a sexual or romantic relationship between him and them, Bro should come around to realizing that it changes on the horizon. Not only that, but he's kind of been subconsciously looking at the sisters' appearances, hinting at his sexual attraction towards them. So he's purposely choosing to remain oblivious as a cop-out, but really it's just a matter of time until the switch-ups. I can sort of see the similar traits to Kazuya seeping through, but so far at least he's way better written than Kazuya.